1972 Chevelle, built for Mr. Tony. What an amazing car. We're talking about pro touring, not restoration. We're talking about pro touring, not simply a paint job. We're talking about custom performance, not simply a big engine. We're talking about tires and wheels that function, not simply look pretty. We're talking about a cockpit that wraps around the client. This is what pro touring is all about. We give you a glimpse into our world. We let you see how we do it. We let you see how we build it. In this episode of Behind the Build, we're talking about a 1972 Chevelle up and close. Who built the car, man? City classic car. But one thing about it, we go hard, we grind together, we fight together, we build cars together. Yeah, my name is on the car, my name is on the building, and everybody say I built the car. I'm good. I believe I'm one of the best, but I also have one of the best teams in the entire business. It makes you feel good when you build a car that you know is going to be featured in videos and surrounded by celebrities. It's going to go the whole tour. Tony has a big plan for this car as a record producer. We're really excited to build it for him. I believe it's going to bolster his brand. I believe it's going to bolster the brand of the artists that get in this car. They go, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why we built it. But hey, the thing still got to drive.
The journey's been good, man. Everybody treated me good. Every time I need to know something, I call up here. Miss Carroll answered the phone. Mr. Johnson took time to talk with me, and they just walked me through the whole process. It's definitely been a good journey. Man, I'm 100% satisfied with this car, man. It exceeded my expectations.
Building a pro touring car is not easy. There are challenges, and in this new norm of COVID, man, it's been rough. Techs come and go, techs get sick. We have to distance ourselves, and it's been a difficult journey. Sometimes UPS trucks didn't show up.
Yeah, during COVID, man, I just felt, everybody was going through things, so I was understanding. I kind of expected that. I didn't really put too much pressure on the shop and anything like that, but they were great at keeping me updated and keeping me in the loop with what's going on, so I felt comfortable through the whole process.
The difference between a restoration and a Resto-Mod and a pro touring is like night and day. So a restoration is to put it back exactly like it was. There's no engineering creativity, there's no engineering ingenuity. We let the original designer determine the right next step. This is not an original factory correct restoration. Now, some people like that, and some people hate that.
Yeah, this is my dream car. This is definitely my dream car. Since I was a kid, man, probably since about 11 years old, Chevelle, this year too, 72 Chevelle was something I always said I wanted to get, and I didn't know if it was going to be possible. I know Mr. Johnson said I probably wasn't going to be driving it too much, man, but I'm going to be all over town in this car, man. Yeah, probably out of town too. Nah, I think everybody could appreciate this car, man.
We build it, we get on to the lab, and we put these cars together. It's one thing when it's in the lodge, underneath the chandelier, but baby, do it drive. That's what I need to know. There's a lot of cars individuals build, they don't drive. About 80% of the cars you see on television shows, they do not drive. They do not function. They cannot handle real world conditions. I don't talk about it much, but I get cars from other shops all the time, cars that don't drive. I mean, they look pretty, the interior looks good, but the darn car just does not drive. We're gonna drive this car in some real life situations. What we have to do in step 24 baby, we gotta see if it drives. We gotta make sure it do what it was built to do. Right now we're driving like grandmama. Now we're gonna wake up a little bit. So that's part of the test. You got to drive it like that. I pull up in something like this, you better say something, do something, say something. Because that's why we built it. We built it to turn heads. Pro Touring says everything is over the top. My engine and my engineering, the ingenuity in my engineering, I need to push the envelope, go over the top, and we did that. I don't care if a Lamborghini pull up to me right now, I'm ready to go. So yes, this is a great car. This car will make someone's career. City Classic Cars, we built another legend. 1972 Chevelle, big boy style. What's the specs? LS9. 6L80 transmission, pushing that thing, custom drive shaft, going to 373 gears, Moser in, wheel wood all the way around, Ride Tech steering, Ride Tech suspension. We're talking about the best of the best. This is how we do it at City Classic Cars. One-off interior, custom paint job, DBC, PPG. And hey, this ain't no TV show. We bought everything. We paid for it all and we do it all. How do we do it? Did we send it out on a truck? It went nowhere. We did it right here at City Classic Cars. That's how we grind, that's how we do it. I don't care who tries to compete with it. Hey, I do it all from the rooter to the tooter, from the top to the bottom, all the way around that thing. We're talking about a 1972 Chevelle, built by who? You know who it was.